This is Python for Data Science and Machine Learning with Prabha and Krishnan. I am Paul Siegel. We will have a very brief presentation introduction, and then we'll jump into the program. The launch agenda, about 20 minutes or so. We'll cover who's who, what's in this training program, the program logistics, learning management system, and workflow, and metrics for success, more than just sitting back and listening, but also engaging and learning more. So who's who? The three people that are going to be facilitating this program. Prabha is the senior instructor. Rod will be supporting him in a variety of ways, which you'll learn about shortly. And I, Paul Siegel, am the one who will be helping you on a support basis. So with that, I'm just going to pass it over to Prabha so that he can tell you a little about himself.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Prabha Santana Krishnan. I'm super excited to be teaching this class, Python for Machine Learning and Data Science. I've been in the data industry for almost 2 decades, building data platforms from RDBMS to NoSQL to distributed computing and now data science. I work as a lead data scientist at Microsoft, and teaching is my passion and hobby, and I also teach at one of the university here in Seattle. So I'm super excited to teaching this class for you.
Thanks, Prabha. We will also get you more into Prabha's background when you get onto the learning management system. So I've been in the training business for 17 plus years. I have worked on and managed training throughout the world. I am excited as well. I love getting the details and logistics right. So we have a support team here. If you've had an opportunity to go to our website and chat with the support team, you'll see they're very responsive. There's a help desk as well. So Rod is been in this space as well for quite a long time. He's not here in this program today, but you will hear about him in office hours that will be conducted starting next week. And his details will also be available, as well as a short video about Rod. So what's in this program? I'll take it away, Prabha. Why don't you discuss?
Yeah, so we have four parts of this program that we have planned for every Thursday, as Paul mentioned. The module 1 today, as part of the part 1, we will introduce machine learning and its technologies. Primarily, we'll spend quite a bit of time in the beginning introducing data science and what we do how we do it, and what are the methodologies and tools, and also get to know about the machine learning vocabularies and the major machine learning algorithms. Then Python is the major, most popular language in doing all these things. So we will get into the details and nuts and bolts of getting introduced to Python and how do you install it, what are the different ways you can access it, and gets into NumPy package, which is the numerical Python, is one of the key foundational module that has been built on Python to be able to do all these things. So that will be our part 1. And the next slide. In the part 2, we will move towards pandas, data frames. That is the analytical module package that we have in Python to be able to do some deep feature engineering, data understanding, and manipulating, and all those great things that you do before you train your model using pandas package. Visualization is very key to be able to understand the data. So Python provides many libraries like Matplotlib, Seaborn, graphical visualization packages like that is what we will understand and do some hands-on labs. And then on the part 3, in the next slide, we will get into the machine learning package called scikit-learn. We will also go into the details of how do you prepare your data, and also do regression and classification supervised machine learning, and how do you use them to infer on the real time with the new data set, and how do you measure the performance of the model that you've built, and how to continuously improve that as part of the supervised machine learning in part 3. And moving on to the part 4, where we will spend quite a bit of time on unsupervised machine learning, like clustering. And then text analytics is one of the very famous machine learning algorithms that you see that today, and we will spend quite a bit of time on that. So it's a very fully packaged program, and a lot of lectures, and we will also get to do the demos. You have a lot of opportunity to do some hands-on work as well as part of the learning.
So now let's get into the program logistics that Prabha described at a higher level, the content. So there are 4 sessions, 3 to 4 hours each. They are, as Prabha just indicated here, we've changed the title slightly, but the content is exactly the same. So 50 minutes worth of instruction and demonstrations, as Prabha just mentioned, then about a 10-minute bio break, at which point we'll be assembling all the questions hopefully you've been submitting along the way. There'll then be a Q&A segment. Post your questions, each will be answered and addressed. And if for whatever reason there's some question that cannot be addressed, it'll certainly be followed up afterwards. All the recordings will be available. Approximately 24 hours later, they'll be available. You get messages about that as long as you've registered and signed in. If you share the link with anyone, they're just not going to be able to get access because we need to get their email information. We have also added office hours, 1 to 2 hours each. They will be announced and held weekly after the first week, so you've got a chance to absorb what you've learned, get a sense of what's going on in the content, and then think about it. Again, we will conduct the presentation demonstrations for about 50 minutes, and then there'll be a bio break followed by questions and answers. Please post your questions in the chat window. Each will be answered during the question and answer session hourly. Again, I repeat this in large letters just because sometimes people aren't as focused. Okay, what's the structure look like? Week 1, 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours live. Those recordings will be popped into the learning management system. Same thing for week 2, but of course there's an hour of office hours or more, and that'll continue for 4 weeks. On the learning management system, there'll be recordings of the live programs, plus 40 hours plus of pre-recorded videos that amplify and further enhance what Prabha has been covering. There will be readings, there'll be quizzes, there'll be a final exam, plus there's Slack channel, real-time questions and interactions with the training team. And then there's also some support, as you've seen on the LMS and elsewhere. Again, what does the course look like? You'll go there, you'll click on it, and you'll get access to the program from the content point, the recorded content, all the details I just mentioned. The interface will look something like this. I happen to have clicked on Prabha's bio. There's a video, there'll be program announcements. When you get announcements, you'll get the announcement posted here, emails, and in the Slack channel. You'll obviously have to sign up for the Slack channel. It's free. The live streams will be there. The recordings will be there, quizzes, and all the parts of the program of final exam and next steps. You'll see the videos that are like this. They're not downloadable, but they're streamable on any device, nice and easy on a responsive mobile or otherwise. You'll see lots and lots and lots of content. There'll be a Slack channel. There is a Slack channel set up. You'll see the link. You'll get access to that as well, and you'll be able to interact in real time, which is great because also no one's going to answer your project-specific problem, but if you have a generalized question about a problem you're facing on an ongoing basis, you can post them there. We want to create a community and people who really are supporting each other. And by the way, learning from others is one of the best ways. So you'll be answering other people's questions and supporting them as well. Quizzes, etc., will be there, and the final exam. What are the metrics for success? Well, success meaning if you want a certificate of completion of this program, you'll need to either attend the live sessions or watch about 70% plus of them. That will be also their pre-recorded videos. You need to complete 70% more of those. Then you'll need to pass the weekly quizzes or the quizzes that are part 1, part 2, etc. And they're 15 questions. They're pretty straightforward. And there's a 70% passing score. Again, participate in the Slack channel. That's important, not because we say so, because we know so. We know that you will be learning much more if you're interacting and engaging. And then there's a final exam. So that's it. Basically, I definitely recommend you connect with us on social media. You'll get reminders of all the things that we're talking about.